get it.
All right, welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight, we are reviewing the season finale of Black Ink Crew.
Whoa.
This is New York, yo. So before we start, D, tell them what to do.
Smack that thumbs up on disguise our channel. I'm still in her shop.
It is Black Ink Crew Battle of the Tattoo Titans, okay? So how this is gonna go, we got 2 rounds, 30 minutes. They got a client consultation and then 2 hours to do the tattoo. So round 1, New York got Crystal and Spider. Chicago got Prince and 4, and Compton got Voodoo and Nessie. Okay, the theme of the round is butterflies. Okay, you only get 1 winner for each round, and then the winner from 1 goes on to round 2, and there's after round 3, then we only got 1 winner. Okay. Voodoo. I'm not gonna go over every tattoo, but one thing I do want to say, when they was going over their consultation, I heard Voodoo say, in my experience, yellow don't show up as much. I suggest that you do red. Not that you too dark for yellow, bae. She didn't say that.
She handled that a little differently.
So the winner of this, well, immediately we eliminated Spider, Prince, and Voodoo. Spider had more excuses than nigga going to jail, a reason why he got eliminated first. Okay.
As he always does.
Oh my goodness. So in 3rd place was Nessie.
And I'm like, wait a minute, Spider, though. Like, what made you any different than anybody else? Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was in the same situation.
He like that all day. He just like to run that mouth. So 3rd place, we got Nessie. 2nd place was 4. Crystal took it home, 1st place. We have round 2. New York got Rock and Bay. Chicago got Dre and Shogun. Compton got just Lemir. Why? Because they ain't got no team. If Lemir, Voodoo, and Nessie hadn't came on their own, it wouldn't be no Compton team. You brought the one dude who don't tattoo.
He brought 10. Why? This is the thing too. You can't bring Vatican because Vatican work over at the Vatican. He don't really work at. And then these new people, we don't know them. They, you know what I'm saying? They didn't bring no new people. Nobody did.
And Polo probably couldn't leave the state at the time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not being real.
Polo would be considered new.
I could probably see him bring the food truck lady.
Still an apprentice. Child. Anyway, continue.
So the theme of this was an eye. Child, Shogun had a client that was breathing so hard they thought the man was having a heart attack. Child, he couldn't take the pain.
Yeah.
Lemir did this nice little eye that the lashes look like a spider. That was cute.
It was all right, but I feel like I wish he, like, well, I mean, he got what he got, but I feel like he didn't have enough time to make that. It was all right.
Yeah. So when
I've never been moved by Lemir.
When Drea came to show hers, the girl came up there, all her titties was out because Drea did the thing in between the tattoo, in between her titties. So she was up there bare chest. So I don't know if the guys was looking at the titties or the tattoo, but they were mesmerized. Okay, but she had.
I mean, I feel like, honestly, I feel like the guys do those titty tattoos all the time. So I don't know about that, but that tattoo was fire though, Drea.
Absolutely. Immediately we eliminate Alex, Lemir, and Shogun.
Maybe Alex should take his shades off while he's tattooing. Just saying.
Oh my goodness. So in 3rd place, we got Rock. I will say, I don't think Rock tattoo looked that bad though.
No.
Now for Rock.
And like he said, and he did use yellow. Okay. So then the person got to wait for the color to come in. I mean, it was a nice tattoo.
We ended up with a tie between Bay and Drea. Was it really a tie though? I felt like Drea won that hands down.
Is this the one she put the skull in?
Mm-hmm. But can you remember what Bay's look like? I mean, nothing that.
I don't remember. No, I mean
Nothing.
I thought it was good, but I don't remember. Was this the rose one? Yeah.
This was the eye. This
okay.
was the.
I don't remember what. Yeah, because Drea's was in the girl's chest. No, I don't remember what.
Nothing. Yeah. This was the eye. But they made them a tie. So both of them went to the final.
I mean, but honestly, I remember thinking Bays was good. You know what I'm saying?
Bays was all right.
It was a tie because Ryan chose Drea and Caesar chose
Bay.
Bay. Right.
Mm-hmm. Round 3, we got Crystal, Bay, and Drea. Okay, with this one, no consultations, no drawing time. They had 1 hour to complete, and the theme was a rose. In third place was Crystal. Second place was Bay, and Drea brought it home. Okay.
I'm glad to see like all the women were in the winning every time.
I wish I would have let Bay win. How y'all gonna have black ink and Dre be and Bay be the winner?
They catch
Y'all did right.
I mean, it is what it is. I said last week though that Brian had to bring Drea because she do the most fire tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't 4. We already know that.
Mm-mm.
Outside of Ryan.
Drea told Bay she was coming for that ass. She came for that ass.
She did that. And that
so made you feel real stupid.
That's why she ain't fooling with Charlamagne. She was like, I was trying to help your ass.
She should feel real stupid over there. She gave away the #1 artist. She should feel real dumb over some petty shit. Child, please. So now we got the battle of the bosses. So we got Ryan, C's, and KP. So they made the judges Bay, Drea, and this is when they brought in Kat. So they got 2 hours. The theme was a freestyle. C said he was doing this Japanese technique because the client already had Japanese tattoos on him. So he wanted to stay with that theme, which makes sense. Mm-hmm. He had a skull with flowers around it. KP did this goddess with a feathered crown. And Ryan did this, it kind of looked like maybe Egyptian type face inside of a triangle. So when we went to the judges, Drea and Bay picked their own boss. Of course they did. They would have got in trouble if they wouldn't have. And Kat picked C's as well.
Well, let me back up a little bit. KP's tattoo was trash. Definitely not in the league nowhere with Ryan and C's tattoos. Like, if that was supposed to be a goddess, I guess, but that shit looked like some shit that voodoo be doing. That's how I felt. I honestly, I was definitely torn. I was surprised to see C's come with the fire. I feel like C's was really under pressure. I probably would have went with Ryan. That was, out of the two. But I thought they were both fire. I think that would have been a hard decision.
I don't like the skulls, and that's just me. I think the tattoo looked good though.
It looked good.
I think
not even. I can see why you would have a hard time deciding between Ryan and C's. It's a matter of taste, really. KP's tattoo was in no way.
I think I would have picked C's just because it was a lot of details for that short amount of time. It was better than I've seen, because I've never seen C's like he always give us some bullshit. Ryan usually give us some good stuff on a regular. C's usually give us some BS to me, you know. And
hasn't really been doing tattoos since Duchess left. Like back then, C's was doing tattoos, but I said that's a healthy competition. Ryan is competition for C's, not KP.
And he's the winner. So, you know, he would have bitched if he hadn't been. So.
Right. But I mean, he deserved it. It wasn't like,
it wasn't. They didn't just give it to him.
Right.
So what happened down in Compton?
Child, let me get my glasses. Not a whole lot.
Thank God this is the season finale for both of them.
Yeah. So Nessie is thriving in Enigma. She's over there, obviously, like in an environment where she's appreciated. That's healthy for her because she's young, but she's definitely talented. Kat is not stupid. She realizes that having a good artist is how your business thrives. You know what I'm saying? More bosses should appreciate a good artist. I don't know what that's about. Like, I guess now that I see KP's trash tattoo, I see why he has such an issue. But you know, that's neither here nor there. But nobody's gonna keep pledging Compton either. Like they got to make you feel like that. She's not from Compton. She's never gonna have the same love for Compton as you. Y'all kill me with that shit. Like, do you want good artists or not? And if you're gonna limit yourself to just Compton, then good luck with that. Speaking of, Dream Dollars over there, I'm like, what is their name? I Am Inc. Our Music. They can't even market their stuff. I don't even know what to do anymore.
Right.
But Dream Dollars over there getting a tattoo. Her and her hairstylist are getting matching Pisces tattoos. So KP did one and Vatican did the other one. That shit looked like sperm to me, but it looked like a little.
I wasn't impressed.
So okay, like I would imagine if I was getting a fish. To me, a fish is kind of like a butterfly where you could get all. But
it looked like sperm trying to get to the egg.
Yeah, well, if she like it, I love it. So Danielle and Lemir are discussing the art show that C's, invited them to there, and KP and them are over there at their shop. Having the same discussion, really. Lemir is pretty much saying, I don't give a shit where KP is doing and where he's at. I'm gonna go do my thing over there and take advantage of the opportunity to network and meet people in the industry. That's as you should. And the opportunity to show off your art. So you could, isn't that the whole point?
Right.
KP is over his shop, and it's crazy because it seems like, well, first they're having this discussion about who are the ops and what, all of that nonsense, but they seem.
Oh, girl says she want to know who the ops is, because shoot, the way they making it seem like the ops is some enemies, so I should be knowing these people that's coming for me.
I don't disagree with that. Based on the way they be behaving. I don't so she like, am I supposed to like
right
where when I go up in here the way y'all keep saying that shit? It seems like they're excited and interested to do it, but KP doesn't know if he wants to do it. He got to test the temperature first and see. And I'm like, you're so selfish because look at how excited they are. Like, I'm gonna go do this. They was talking about what they finna do and showcase their art. And he's like, take it easy. I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. First.
I don't know if I want to be around them. He's such a B.
He's a bitch. Meanwhile, Lemir is over here. He's being a different kind of bitch. He wants to bring Ken so that him and Nessie can make up because he needs peace in his life. So these two need to make up. I hate that idea. Just be cordial to him, Nessie. Don't ever try to make up with him or be friends with him or any of those things. Like, be friends with Lemir. Y'all are cool, and Ken is somewhere over there. Yeah. KP and his team, not his team, the Vatican. For one quick second, I was okay with the Vatican, but I don't like him just based on the fact that like he referred to the ops as drama. And I was like, they are not drama, and you know that. You know all of them. You know that none of this shit came from over there. So, you know, it's okay to say that we're over here building, but why you gotta refer to them as drama like they're the problem? Because they don't have a problem. Matter of fact, everybody in here be chilling with the ops except for KP and Tim. So Vatican, you're fake and phony, and that Zen shit, I'm not with it. I don't know what your deal is, Vatican. In the meantime, Team Enigma is over there encouraging Nessie and telling her how fabulous she is and not to stress about that shit, because she's like, okay, I'm going to this thing. This will be the first time I see KP and Tim and all of them niggas. They just want her to like, don't worry about that. The one girl that works for Cass, what did she say? She said, I was like, I'm gonna write that down because I need to put that in my repertoire. She said, light don't need to make noise to be seen. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's so perfect advice for Nessie. Your light is shining. Shut the fuck up, because you don't even need to argue with them and that negative energy they got going on. You know, KP is over there killing his team's joy. They're excited, and you know, he just shot that shit down. Stevie J comes to Enigma to get a tattoo. Does anybody care? I do not care. Although that fake tattoo was fire.
He didn't cover it either though. He just put something underneath it. Like, was it her name?
He didn't cover it because the tattoo is fire.
Right. That's why I'm like, he didn't get it removed. He just, I don't know if it said his wife or something on the bottom of it, but he kept her face.
I always enjoy a good moment with Stevie J and his shirt off. There ain't a whole lot of good things you could say about Stevie J, but you know, as a man of a certain age, he definitely does look good without no shirt on. So back over at Inc. I Am Art, Music in Compton. They got Coach Johnson coming in. He's the original Compton Crick.
I could have did without that too. I'm sorry. And I know I feel
like KP is like so toxic, but he keeps trying to sell himself as this community person.
Yeah, you know, and that's not what we get. That's not what we get. Like, you're not doing what he's talking about. You still up here, to me, as far as I'm concerned, you act like you still a part of this gang stuff. You ain't trying to make it no better for nobody.
Definitely, like you're acting more gang than you are community, you know? And at the end of the day, if you have a community that needs help, wouldn't it be better to shine and let the folks from the outside come in and make it better? Like, I'm not talking about gentrification. I'm talking about the betterment of your city for real, because it seems like you want to stay stuck in that bullshit. One thing I will say, the story that Ink told about, you know, being half Black and half Mexican in that particular area, you know, not just anywhere in the U.S., but in that area where it's so much conflict between Mexican gangs and Black gangs, I would imagine that had to be crazy to go in your house and try to figure out what the hell, what is going on. that explains his personality. It seemed like he always looking for some places. Then it was his idea to go to the bowls, to the sound bowls. You know, he's always looking for an escape, it seems like. I want to know, when is KP gonna grow up and not need like the advice from a gang member OG before he makes decisions about things? So that conversation that you had with the OG made you decide, now I want to go ahead and participate?
No. He did it because it was C's day. Let's tell the truth. You did it because you knew C's was gonna have a fit, because it's still Black ink and you had to show up to his stuff.
Do you want this show or not?
Yeah.
You know, you already skating on thin ice.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, because KP and them are so like, they hate women so much, and if that's what it is over there, you need to focus on rehabilitating gang niggas, because that's the only thing you want to be around, because y'all act like you hate women. And who's over there like speaking on behalf of the little girls in Compton then? Because they growing up in the same situation as these boys, but y'all don't really talk about that. Y'all only talk about, you know, young men and what the young men need and where the men, but then treat the women like ass. And we know that the food truck lady is not there to help the little girls because she's too busy running behind KP's lame ass. Caesar visits Enigma. He's impressed. I'm not sure. I mean, of course he is. Cat is over there doing big things, and so it ain't no secret, you know. So it's time for the art show. Everybody's showing up on the red carpet. Voodoo comes in.
And the food truck lady was there. What does she have to do with anything?
I'm tired of food truck lady. So
I mean, she dressed up to the nines. Like she got a tattoo up in that mad boy.
I get why Tim is there because he's managing the thing, you know what I'm saying? But you know. So Voodoo shows up, you know, this is her. Voodoo is no drama. That's why it seems so messed up for KP and Tim to do her the way they did, because she's like, it's like stomping on Bambi. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? You know? Lemir and his wife and his, you know, Barbie and Ken, they show up, you know. Lemir is smart. He's like, whatever KP is doing got nothing to do with me. I'm still trying to, you know, he's a businessman. Nessie looks over and sees Ken. I was like, you couldn't give her a heads up that you told her Ken was gonna be there. You couldn't let her get prepared for that. You calling her your sister, but surprise, I brought Ken. Anyway, fuck Ken. That's how I feel. Yeah, KP arrives with his team and the food truck lady. We talked about that. She's dressed her prom trip dressed it. To her, KP is her man. We already know.
Yeah.
She's so happy. She chased Star away. That doesn't stop KP from wanting to fuck her with your food truck lady, but okay. I'm sick of her. Caesar and Lemir talk. Caesar approaches, you know, Lemir with respect because of the way he carries himself. So, you know, you should.
Here's the thing. I was gonna say the thing about it is Caesar ain't really into KP that much that he know that they beef and that he's not going to invite Lemir. You know, and this KP
that shit is stupid.
Yeah.
Him and Ryan can stand in the same room together. And honestly, with the way Ryan handled, because we see how Ryan does things, with the way Ryan, you didn't even like Caddy, whatever her name is. You didn't even like her like that. So it was not necessary for you to hook up with her knowing that, you know, her and Steve had a thing. That was unnecessary. You had plenty of shit going on with your baby mama and your best friend's baby mama. Like, did you really need to add her into the sauce? No. But at the end of the day, I feel like Caesar had a reason to be mad at Ryan over that. And they still put it aside and they handle the business. I don't think they like each other. You know what I'm saying? I think they just.
And he tried to tell KP though, like, last time I talked to you, you was on that gangster stuff. Like, you gotta let that go. And KP, like, man, I hear C's, but like, no, you don't.
Well, not only did he say that, you skipping ahead, but since
I'm sorry.
That's fine, because he said, it's like you said, that's fine and everything. But what he said was Caesar doesn't realize. What he say? Caesar doesn't realize how much Lemir caused him major setbacks. And I was like, how?
Well, how did he do that?
How did he do that?
Because they said that he the better boss. You caused the setback. You let that one statement set you all the way back.
He act like Lemir did something to him. That's what I understand. Like, Ryan and Caesar had actual beef, like reason to be. Lemir did nothing to you, but he caused you setbacks. So KP is the biggest pussy walking on the planet, I swear. You know, people are all talking to each other anyway. The whole Team Ink and Team Not Ink is over there conversing like they always do. And KP and Tim are walking around, you know, holding each other's dick, I suppose.
I guess.
Lemir is networking. He went from Caesar. Now he's talking to Kat. He's like, let me get this network on. Everybody respects Lemir. That says a lot about him. So Kat, you know, asked him about the shop and the baby. She knows now that he's not gonna be opening his shop, so she offered him to come guest spot at her spot, which apparently he's done before, so you know, that was not a thing. There was this scene where
he just need a guest spot anyway. He's too busy to be.
He's too busy to take on all of that. There was a scene where KP was coming out from talking to Caesar, and Lemir and his wife were walking in. So production planned it for them to have to physically walk past each other. And as they're walking past, Lemir looked at him and said, "Congratulations on your shop." So then KP felt like an asshole and said, "Congratulations on the baby." Yeah, because anything else would have been uncivilized, I suppose.
Right.
And then Kat looked at how Nessie handled everything with all of the ex people in her life, and because she held her shit together, they went ahead and offered her a permanent position with Enigma. Because at first, when she offered Lemir a guest spot, I was like, "So how? What does that mean?"
Yeah. At first, I was like, maybe he should talk to Nessie before he do that.
Yeah. But then when he said he did it before, you know, honestly, her relationship with Lemir is probably what got her in the door in the first place. So I'm not mad at that. So everybody else is cool, and KP and his food truck lady, you know, and Tim.
Sure.
I was like, if I have to see that lady one more time, like she on the red carpet, she dancing around, you know, all up in people's business. And
I tell you what though, I don't want Kat to have no black ink. I want her to do her own thing.
She's not. I don't think that's her plan. And she just signed a deal with Paramount, so she handling her own business.
Yeah, because he talking about bringing her on to the team and all that. I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. Why don't we have a woman in charge?
I don't think she's black ink, though. I don't think that's what that is. I think her, based on the way she said things, I think her vision is, yeah, it would be great. Like when she said with Lemir to have another black owned tattoo, you know, thing. Now maybe her being a part of the Black Ink family in terms of being on this show, please bring her on and her team. and less KP, and then
I wish and let KP go.
I don't know if they'll let him go, but they've definitely cut back on KP and Tim.
I ain't got to see him because I don't think he's gonna have a shot this time this year. It probably won't even be that because he don't know how to conduct business.
He doesn't know how to do business. I was like, your team is amped as hell to show off their art, and you're talking about I still have to see how I feel. Instead of being like, well, as a boss, they seem pretty excited to participate in this event. So okay. They all want to do it. You know, he even asked Ink, like, do you want to do it? Ink, I'm disappointed. But I feel like Ink feels like he owes KP something, so he's just gonna stay stuck in that environment because he's so different from them, you know?
He do. All right, D. Tell him what to do, D.
Smash that thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
All right, y'all. We will see you. No more Black Ink Crew for the season.
Bye.